any of our other members or friends. And it is with great honor that I participate with you today in this service. I'm grateful for the request to do so. And welcome and congratulations to all of the family and friends of John and Mark. We're glad to have you here. And it is really wonderful that you could be here with us on this joyous occasion. Well, the scriptures that you have chosen offer quite a bit. And John said to make sure I don't go over 5 minutes. So that'll be I'll make sure of that. So it's quick, so you'll have to, these are the cliff notes. You can read your own later. But they're a beautiful expression of many of the attributes of covenantal relationship and marriage. And as I read them, I came up with 3 questions that I think they address about relationships. The what, the why, and the how. The what is about being fully present together in a relationship. The why is because there are many strengths of sharing our lives together connected in this way. And the how, and the verses that you chose, are by making the choice to live in love, kindness, and forgiveness. Well, this what? The what is being fully present together in a relationship with another person. Maybe easier said than ever done. The text that they chose is from the book of Ruth. And it's taken from the story where Ruth has rejected Naomi's offer to allow her to leave and go back to her own country after Naomi's husband and both of her sons have died. One of the sons, of course, being married to Ruth. The death of the 3 men have left the 2 women as widows, impoverished, and completely powerless in their culture and society of the day. But the pledge by Ruth speaks to a commitment and a depth of relationship. Where you go, I will go. Where you live, I will live. And it is a depth of relationships that seems rare in today's world, but at the same time something that all of us yearn deeply for. The notion of being fully present with each other goes far beyond just being physically present. For all of us know that we can stand right next to someone and yet be miles and miles apart. Ruth's pledge takes us to another level of presence, one that promises to be present not just physically, but also emotionally, cognitively, and spiritually. Certainly a good model indeed for the covenant of marriage. The text from Ecclesiastes speaks to us about the why. Why bother with all the time, energy, and effort that goes into living this kind of covenantal relationship with another person, one where we strive to be fully and completely present? I believe the answer, at least as given to us by the viewpoint of this writer, is because they believe living life connected to another person in this manner is better. It's stronger and a safer way to proceed through life, despite the very many challenges that it presents to us. And how beautifully in this text these strengths are expressed. For if you fall, John or Mark, the one will lift his fellow. But woe to the one who is alone who falls, for you have no one to help you up again. Life, it seems, is regrettably at times about falling down. And the question is not so much whether indeed we will fall, for we know we will at some point. But the question then is how we will pick ourselves back up and who will be there to help us. In marriage, you are pledging to be there when the other falls, to hold them, to comfort them, and to help them back up. The text then tells us that if 2 lie together, they will have heat. Certainly a comforting notion in the winter days that we have been experiencing. And we know of the physical heat, certainly, but again, I think the text speaks to something even more deeply than that. When 2 commit themselves in this way, we find something even more, deeper, in the warmth that makes us and sustains us. If you are attacked, 2 shall be able to prevail over the one. I think speaks to the notion that in pledging this covenant that you are about to take, you promise to be an ally for one another. No matter what comes, we will stand side by side to face it and to be there for one another. The last verse in that text says that a 3-fold cord shall not be easily broken. They're referring, of course, to kind of a rope that's twisted together and has 3 cords in it. And it seems odd a little bit that in the text and verses that speak directly about 2 people being together, it jumps to a 3-fold cord. But actually I think it makes some sense that in your rope of your life that you're binding together, there certainly are the 2 of you. But if we think about it, there is certainly at least a third, maybe a fourth and a fifth. And we hope, from the church's perspective, that you will always feel that that third chord is represented to you by your faith in God and your relationship to God. And so that third wraps you and strengthens you. Another chord would no doubt be your family, who love and support you. And a fourth, and a fifth, probably the friends that are around you this day. So your chord is indeed strong to hold through no matter what may come. And then there's the how. How are we about to do this? Well, the text from Ephesians and Romans suggests that it is about choosing to live in love, kindness, and forgiveness. These texts remind us that we are to let go of our anger, our bitterness, and our wrath, those frustrations that creep up and maybe taint the days of our lives. We're to let them pass through us and to not hold on to them. We're to be stuck in those places. But rather, we are to choose love, goodness, peace, hope, honor, patience, kindness, and forgiveness. All attributes you will need in living life together in these promises. For life and marriage are indeed hard at times. And these texts remind us that at its core, our response to life's challenges is all about a choice. Our state of being is a state of mind. And that state of mind, which shapes our attitudes and our behavior, is a choice. These texts tell us to choose wisely our responses and to lead our lives with love, kindness, and forgiveness. So one of the choices you're making today is to pledge yourselves to one another no matter what. I know you both well enough to know that even as you become one, in this marital sense, you will remain individuals with your own identities. And that's a good thing. You will each continue to sing your own song, but to do so together. Now, I was listening to a band, and I doubt if you guys listen to them, but there's a band called Creed. I don't know if you guys really listen to that very much, but anyway, one of my favorites. But anyway, they had a new album out this fall. And in that, there's a song called The Song You Sing. And it kind of reminded me of this. And its chorus goes like this. Does the song you sing have enough meaning? Does it inspire us to sing along? Does the song you sing keep echoing to inspire us to sing the song that you sing? I know that in this marriage you will each keep singing your own song, but I also hope and pray that as you go through life you will sing together and share your songs, to inspire each other and to sing each other's songs throughout your life. I wish you both the very best. Our prayers and blessings will be with you always. Amen. I invite you guys to stand up.